Wes Craven is celebrated as one of the most innovative voices in horror, a director whose work consistently pushed boundaries and explored the darkest corners of human fear. From the dreamscape terror of A Nightmare on Elm Street to the postmodern slasher brilliance of Scream. Craven's legacy is defined by films that have become cultural touchstones. Yet, smack in the middle within his illustrious career is a lesser-known project, Chiller, a made-for-television horror film that has been largely overshadowed by his more iconic works. Often dismissed as a minor effort, Chiller is, in fact, a fascinating exploration of themes central to Craven's oeuvre: the fragility of the human soul, the moral perils of technological advancement, and the insidious decay of humanity in the pursuit of power. While constrained by the limitations of its made-for-TV format, Chiller provides a unique lens into Craven's storytelling ambitions and serves as a haunting artifact of his horror legacy. Nestled between his theatrical successes, A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984 and his later work, The Hills Have Eyes Part 2, Chiller is a movie that explores the chilling consequences of tampering with death. The story follows Miles Creighton, a wealthy man who is cryogenically frozen after his untimely death. When a power failure at the cryogenic facility leads to his unexpected revival 10 years later, what begins as a miraculous return quickly spirals into horror. Miles is no longer the man his family once knew. Something vital, his soul, has been left behind. As he begins to exhibit increasingly malevolent behavior, his family and those around him are forced to confront the terrifying implications of his resurrection. Exploring the conflict between science and humanity, Chiller dives into the universal truth. A body without a soul is not life. As Miles Creighton attempts to reintegrate into his former life after coming back, his lack of empathy and growing cruelty become increasingly evident. He manipulates those around him, using his wealth and influence to assert control over the family business and exact revenge on anyone he perceives as an obstacle. His malevolence culminates in disturbing acts where a series of mysterious deaths occur and circumstantial evidence implicates Miles. Miles' descent into soulless depravity forces his mother, Marion, and their family priest to confront the moral and spiritual ramifications of his return, culminating in a dramatic and tragic confrontation that underscores the unnatural horror of his existence. This final confrontation emphasizes the film's central theme, that the soul is the essence of humanity, and its absence reduces life to a hollow, predatory existence. While Chiller lacks the cinematic flair and budget of Craven's theatrical releases, it compensates with its thought-provoking narrative and eerie atmosphere. The film's premise, the revival of a soulless man, speaks to Craven's recurring interest in the boundaries between life and death, as well as the ethical dilemmas posed by scientific advancement. In Chiller, technology becomes both a miracle and a curse, a means of prolonging existence at the expense of what makes that existence meaningful. This theme resonates deeply in Craven's broader body of work, where the cost of human ambition often proves devastating. Despite its merits, Chiller is often overlooked in discussions of Craven's career, partly due to its made-for-television origins. The format imposes noticeable constraints on the film's visual and narrative scope. The lack of graphic violence and elaborate special effects, hallmarks of Craven's theatrical work, might leave some viewers yearning for more overt scares. However, these limitations also force Craven to focus on atmosphere and character, crafting a more psychological and morally complex horror tale. The understated approach allows the film's themes to shine, offering a contemplative take on what it means to truly be alive. While Chiller reminds me of some of Craven's other releases like The Serpent and the Rainbow, the film also serves as a fascinating counterpoint to Craven's more celebrated works. Whereas A Nightmare on Elm Street uses fantastical elements to explore the vulnerability of the human mind, Chiller remains grounded in a speculative, yet plausible reality. This distinction highlights Craven's versatility as a storyteller, capable of delivering both surreal nightmares and grounded, thought-provoking horror. The film's central premise, the soullessness of a man restored to life, parallels broader existential questions about identity and morality that recur throughout Craven's filmography. Ultimately, Chiller may not be the crown jewel of Wes Craven's career, but it is a nice piece of his legacy. The film exemplifies his ability to blend horror with meaningful commentary on human nature and technological progress. It challenges viewers to consider the ethical implications of scientific ambition and the true essence of life itself. For fans and scholars of Craven's work, Chiller is a hidden gem, a film that, despite its modest production, remains rich in ideas and haunting in its execution. In the broader context of Craven's career, Chiller stands as a testament to his commitment to exploring the darker aspects of human existence, even within the confines of a less celebrated medium. It may not be as iconic as Scream or as groundbreaking as A Nightmare on Elm Street, but it is a reminder of the depth and versatility that defined one of horror's most visionary creators. Chiller proves that even in a constrained format, Craven's genius for weaving fear with philosophical depth shines through. It's not just a film about resurrection, it's a film about what we lose when we defy the natural order. And maybe, in its quiet, unsettling way, it asks the scariest question of all. If the soul can be lost, how do we hold on to it in the first place?